Hello and welcome to another episode of Blue Alpine TV. In today's episode, we'll talk about how crypto mining can make you money even if you don't mine cryptocurrencies. So guys, let's jump right into this first news story. I'm basing my first statement kind of on these news stories, but let's jump right in. Samsung's Q1 profits exceeds expectations due to high demand for crypto mining chips. Well, that's not exactly true. This is a bit of clickbait. However, it says here Samsung Electronics has reported 58% year-on-year growth in its operating profits for Q1 2018, an increase driven in part by strong demand for cryptocurrency mining chips. So as you know, Samsung has actually kind of confirmed in February that they are building cryptocurrency mining chips. What exactly and when exactly they will release those, or whether they are already released and in the market, is actually not that clear. It says here only that it was now producing 8 nanometer and 11 nanometer processors to meet growing market demand from the cryptocurrency mining industry. Now this could be that they're supplying chips for certain ASIC miner producers, or it could also mean that they're producing certain chips for graphic card companies, that like the one we'll talk in a second. Robert M. Yi, the executive vice president of investor relations of Samsung, is saying in the semiconductor business, the earning increases significantly year over year thanks to favorable market conditions driven by strong demands in server and graphic card memories, as well as earning improvement in both the system LSI and foundry businesses, led by increasing demand of chips used in flagship smartphones and cryptocurrency mining. Now, obviously, Samsung's main business are still mobile phones, smartphones, and this won't change so quickly. However, Samsung is a chip producer, and with that they are also able to supply the cryptocurrency market with certain chips as well. Now, adding to this story, we have here crypto mining made up 10% of AMD's revenue in Q1. So cryptocurrency mining demand accounted for as much as 10% of AMD's first quarter revenue this year, according to the chip maker. The strength in Radeon products was driven by both gaming and blockchain demand. We believe blockchain was approximately 10% of AMD revenue in the first quarter of 2018. Now we have also a different company. AMD comes out of a kind of a different perspective in the hardware business, is focused mainly on let's say graphic and normal CPUs and GPUs, and obviously cryptocurrencies are being used are kind of driving the demand, and AMD chips are actually being used. So AMD's GPUs from their Radeon company is actually producing the chips that are currently mining different cryptocurrencies. ASIC miners are not the only miners in the industry. Now the question comes up, what can you do with this kind of information? And with Samsung and AMD actually making a certain amount of money with cryptocurrency mining. Now, obviously, some of you might think that it is already too late to mine cryptocurrency, and actually you might be right. It might be quite expensive to mine Ethereum, Bitcoin profitably. Now, you have basically two options. One option is to mine kind of low cap cryptocurrencies. So all of these altcoins that you're seeing that are in the couple of, let's say, low 200s, low 300s, that are not really on the radar of people yet, could be profitable to mine. You could mine those and then sell them for Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes up, technically your revenue goes up as well. This is one way. But as an investor, this is not really the way we are teaching here at Blue Alpine Research. Obviously, we're believing in research. We're looking at different companies, how we can invest. We're looking at digital assets, crypto assets, etc. So from my perspective, what I would recommend you is to think about it like this. Cryptocurrency should be only one part of your portfolio. Diversifying your portfolio, make your portfolio more risk robust, meaning that if certain parts of your portfolio go down, other parts will go up, and that's how you can kind of balance out risk. And you can actually buy stocks of AMD and stocks of Samsung in order to balance out certain, let's say, decrease in your crypto assets. That's one possibility. I always say that you should have maybe 1 to 3% or maybe 5% of your net worth in crypto assets. That's one way how you can handle this. Obviously, you need to talk to a financial advisor before doing anything. This is not financial advice. However, I believe that especially the younger you are, the more technically you can put of your net worth into crypto assets. And that's just one part. Obviously, you have done your research, you've invested in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in all of the different investment theses you've built. But that could also mean that technically you still have some money left that you'd like to invest, and you can invest this technically into companies that will also profit from cryptocurrencies growing. Now, AMD, Samsung are just two of those. Technically, Intel might also be an interesting one, depending on how this industry is developing. If you can, I don't think you can right now, but if you kind of are looking at the ASIC miner companies, you can kind of find out what kind of parts are used in ASIC miners, and you can invest into the companies that are producing those parts. On the top of my head, only Intel and Qualcomm, like the obvious ones, come to my head, but there are probably other parts and like smaller parts that are being built at the ASIC miners factories that you can technically invest into. So this would be one way how you can make money with cryptocurrency mining without actually mining it. You can invest into the companies that will invest from cryptocurrencies growing in general. And yeah, that's already it for today's really short episode. Make sure to join our Telegram channel, guys. I've just published a new analysis. It's a quick analysis. It's an analysis on EOS, on the EOS token. And I'm probably going to do much more. Every day or every second day is currently my goal of releasing a quick analysis on a coin that is interesting, with the goal to cover kind of all coins that are in the top 100 on CoinMarketCap. And yeah, you have to join the Telegram channel. It's free, of course. And yeah, I'll see you inside there. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast. I'll see you on the next one.